The science of Derby, the science of Derby. Let's learn something new. Hi, and welcome to the Science of Derby. Today we're going to talk about transitions. That is when you're skating frontwards, turning around to skating backwards. So, just a quick note, I have coached a lot of newer skaters that were excellent and progressing really, really fast, and they found themselves blocked on transitions. And they're really down on themselves, like, oh, I'm such a terrible skater. I was learning these other things and I can't get transitions, and I'm so upset and so angry at myself. Calm down. It's cool. It's actually quite normal. It's one of the things newer skaters struggle with, and it makes perfect physical sense and scientific sense. That your body is meant to go forward, and we don't want to start twisting around backwards and moving in a backwards direction. It's scary. Just ask a group of people to run backwards and watch them. It's funny. It's natural. So just give yourself a break, have a bit of patience. We're going to use some science and some drills to help make this easier. And to begin, it's very simple. Just step on place. Really, just walk back and forth. This is all a transition is. And we're going to start adding some rotation involved, but it's just transferring your weight from one side to another. If you're having trouble transferring your weight from one side to another on skates, you can practice in your shoes. You can practice against the wall with your back against the wall, your heels against the wall. And this is it. If you can do this, you're well on your way to being able to transition. You notice I want to keep my knees bent. I want to feel nice and stable. And then you can start turning around a little bit faster, going the other way. And so coaches, if you're teaching a group, it's a great exercise to do all as a group. Everyone together, transferring the weight from side to side, turning around the other direction, going faster, going slower. This is a transition. If you can do this, you can do a transition. The rest is just a little bit of practice. Next, we're going to add a little bit of choreography to this. It's a bit like a dance, okay? We're going to count it in 4, so you just stop right with 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep stepping. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. Count in 4s. And now what we're going to do is step on place for 4, turn 180 degrees for 4, and step on place for 4 and turn 180 degrees on 4. Looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step right, turn, and 1. Turn on place, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Step, turn on place. 1. Turn on place. So that's really it. And again, the steps are step on place for 4, then step on place, turn 180-ish, join with the other foot, and then step on place for 4. Turn on 4. We're going to keep working with that movement and practice it moving forward in just a second. But before we do, let's see if we can use a little shortcut to access the transition knowledge your body already has. All you have to do without thinking, don't think about this, just start skating backwards and turn frontward. Turn around frontwards without thinking. Just practice that. Don't think about how you're doing it. Don't think about your head. Don't think about your body. Try both directions. And turn frontwards. Most people can do this without thinking, and in fact, the more you think about it, the harder it will be. So just see if your body can do that naturally. And why this works is the whole human body, your whole life, anytime you're falling, anytime you're moving through space, your brain is hardwired to switch around and move frontwards. So just allowing yourself to tap in that lifetime of experience is going to instantly access this really easy transition moving from backwards to frontwards. So let's look at that choreography just one more time. And here's a little story. When I started, I didn't understand why my coaches were teaching this, and I didn't listen. I just thought, oh, I could just do my transitions. All I got to do is do it like, I could do that, and I thought it was hot stuff. I thought it was so cool, and I didn't understand what the point of these 4 steps were. You need to do those 4 steps. Trust me. So it's 4 transfers of weight. That's the key part. We transfer onto the foot in the direction we're heading. We start our turn with one leg. We join the other one. Replace with that one step to find our center again. If you cut out one of those steps, if you only do 3, if you just start turning, you're going to be unstable. You might not successfully complete the turn, and it's going to take you a long time to learn this. Trust me, you need to do the 4 steps. So one more time. On place, we're going to count for 4 without moving. You can visualize yourself skating forward. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Step on. Place, turn, turn, 1, 2, 3, 4. Step on. Turn, on, place. Yeah? A little bit faster. I'm skating. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step, turn, on. 1, turn, on, place. I'm going to address one thing right here, right now. You'll notice what we're not doing is we're not practicing this kind of spread eagle position, and we're never in this position at any time during the turn. There's some very good reasons. One is it's terrible for your knees. If you want to have knee injuries, practice your side surfing like this all the time. The human body cannot have that degree of rotation with your knees straight. You bend your knees, you get a little bit of extra play in your knee joint, one of the weakest joints in the body. And then if you get hit in this position, or for some reason you straighten your knees, you're going to go with the knee joint and wreck your knees. Don't do it. But we are turning 180 degrees, but we're sort of cheating. We're turning 180 degrees-ish. I don't know what that is. 150. Then we're joining. We can overturn a bit, and then we're joining. Don't think too hard about the angles. Just turn mostly the way around, join with the other foot, and come together. If you do these 4 steps, the momentum, the play in your trucks, everything will take care of the 180-degree motion. You don't want to be in the spread eagle position. You don't want to be jumping. And the reason for that is when you're skating, you want to always be strong and stable no matter what's happening. If somebody hits me, and I'm nice and low and I'm on my feet and I have my edges dug into the ground, I'm fine. If I start getting into this really horizontal position or I'm jumping in the air, if somebody hits me, I'm going to be laid out on the ground. So knees nice and bent. Low, control. This is why we're practicing this 4-step turn. It's all about shifting your weight in control and being comfortable on your edges and through your feet. Okay, are you ready? You got those 4 steps down? It's not 3 steps. It's not 2 steps. There's no hopping. There's no spread eagle. It's 4 steps. Once you got that, we're finished. It's a transition. All you have to do it is while you're moving. So I'm just going to see 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn and stop and 180. 1, 2, 3, 4. See if I can get you a bit of a sideway. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Just skating backwards. We've already done it. 1. You can just turn. If you want, you can do those 4 steps again when you're going backwards. 1, 2. 3, 4. But the transfer of weight happens naturally because we've been practicing literally our entire time. And that's really it. That's your transition. 4 little steps while you're moving. Your body's set up to do it. You know how to do it already. You just have to trust yourself. It's just a bit of timing, a bit of courage, get over that fear, and just make sure you're comfy with that weight transfer, and you've got it. I'm going to teach 2 slightly more advanced drills just for fun. One of them is a good way to practice. It does involve backward skating, and you can practice your cross under. So check out my backward skating video for that. And it looks something like this. When you have a series of cones or the 10-foot lines, 3-meter lines, you're going to go around each cone, do a transition, skate, do 1 cross under, and transition out. Looks like this. Transition, cross under, transition, cross under, transition. One more time, just a little bit faster. We are going to try a skate's eye view of this transition drill. Come up to the first cone, we transition, cross under, transition out of it. Other way, transition, cross under, transition out. Again, we transition, cross under, transition out, transition, cross under, transition out. So let me share with you one more thing I've been working on, especially for jammers, and it's working with the transition, then using your toe stop to do a really quick kind of spin jump. Oops, like this in slow-mo. Moving forward, I do a transition. I'm going to place my toe stop and do a little bit of a hop. And I want to try to keep myself solid and low, so I could be hit any time during that turn and I'd still stay solid. So it looks something like this. Again, from the side. Here's my thinking behind it. If this cone is a skater, as I'm coming up to a wall, the edge of the wall, the edge of a skater, I might want to do a transition to create a bunch of movement that's going to confuse them. And if I can get my inside leg behind them and do this quick hop, I can bring myself around. It breaks up my skating and jamming rhythm and confuses the wall and allows me to do a quick turn around the wall while I'm in a relatively stable, strong plie position. There you have it. That is transitions. I hope that made some sense to you and you find it a bit easier. It's really all about transferring the weight while in motion and just trusting your body that you know how to do this already. I hope those slightly more advanced drills help you level up your transitions. Can't wait to see them on the track. The science of Derby, the science of Derby. Let's learn something new.